To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
Hey neighbors, when your claims get hard to file, State Farm's got to switch it up style. Great rates save you cash, so if you come join us, you'll get your coins up. Oh, now you know you can save that dough, and you're covered on your ride and your home. For great service on the low, then call up State Farm. It's time to switch it up.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Seattle, of course, just awarded an NHL expansion team. Very, very exciting news. Steve is happy, and we're celebrating. We here at The Rock are celebrating early because we're not waiting for a name of the team or color scheme for us to get hockey jerseys. We've got Rock hockey jerseys right now for you to buy. And these are customizable, awesome black jerseys piped with the red and yellow. Get your own name on the back. Get your own number on the back. Whatever you want. Customize that bad boy. And if you want one, you can get one. Just go to KISW.com. Order one today.
Let's play Beat Mix.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah!
So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix. And it's time to turn down for tacos.
Charge out for what?
Took me a second there. I wasn't quite sure what day it was, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's right, man. You're back. It's Tuesday. Hey, you haven't lost a step.
Oh, thank you. Nice.
I wasn't being
all right, then fine.
There you go.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Sarah in Puyallup to take on Steve. Sarah, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent. What is she playing for today, Steve?
Up for grabs, a pair of tickets to check out the Tea Party. They're going to be at the Neptune Theater on May 14th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want to see the Tea Party, get your tickets now. Ticketmaster.com.
All right, get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
That's super VIP. It got weird. Get out of here! For those playing at home, Sarah will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Sarah, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In Greek mythology, the Hydra was a creature known for its many what?
Tentacles?
No. You can do this.
Pass.
Located in Florida, what is the 3rd largest national park in the U.S.?
Pass.
What 90s movie featured the line, "You can't handle the truth"?
Oh, A Few Good Men.
Yes. What does Ralph break according to the title of the 2018 movie?
The Internet.
Yes. How many states end in the letter O?
Oh, let's see. 2?
No.
Pass.
What color hair does Daphne have in the Scooby-Doo cartoons?
Orange?
Yes. What famous bull terrier was a mascot for Budweiser?
Oh, Spuds McKenzie.
Yes. What network originally aired Kiefer Sutherland's show 24?
Fox.
Yes. In Jurassic Park, the park is located on an island off the coast of what country?
I don't know. Pass.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct.
Not too bad. I mean,
started slow, but got a couple in there. And maybe
the first one was heads.
Yes,
right?
It was, but you're too late.
Oh,
Don't say anything now because Steve's coming back in the room, and we don't want to give him any extra bonuses. But you might get that one anyway.
Yeah.
I'll have to see how this works out. Maybe Steve is completely off his game. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
In Greek mythology, the Hydra was a creature known for its many what?
Hydration stations?
No.
That's it.
Arms?
No.
Legs?
No.
Oh.
Nope. Located in Florida, what is the 3rd largest national park in the U.S.?
Yellowstone?
No.
Oh, Jesus. In Florida? Crap Town.
No.
Universal Studios.
No. What 90s movie featured the line, "You can't handle the truth"?
Few Good Men.
Yes. What does Ralph break according to the title of the 2018 movie?
His spine.
No.
The internet.
Yes. How many states end in the letter O?
Ohio. 4.
Yes. What color hair does Daphne have in the Scooby-Doo cartoons?
Brown.
No.
Red.
Yes. What famous bull terrier was a mascot for Budweiser?
Oh, Spud McKenzie.
Yes. What network originally aired Kiefer Sutherland's show 24?
Fox.
Yes.
Everyone get down.
In Jurassic Park, the park is located on an island off the coast of what country?
Africa.
No.
Well, Hawaii.
No. Neither of those are countries.
It was, yeah.
One,
is a
two,
great
three,
country.
4, 5, 6. You win, Steve, somehow 6-5.
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
Wow.
That's okay.
Yeah. Appreciate you calling.
Simply
Appreciate
the
you
best
playing.
there, Steve. Yeah.
I'm back.
I mean, you won.
That's right.
So great.
Sarah could have won that one if she had just given that first answer quicker.
If she would have given the answer a little bit quicker, she figured it out at the end. It was too late. Or maybe put more guesses than just one for how many states ended in the letter O.
You're right. I
She
mean,
just said 2. If she would have went like 3, 4 and just rattle them off.
there's a strategy. I know that's the thing with this game. That's why Steve wins as much as he does. He knows the strategy.
Yes. In Jurassic Park, the park is located off the island off the coast of what country?
I have no idea.
Costa Rica.
Oh, really? I don't think I'd ever guessed that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, all right.
I do not remember that from the movie at all.
Located in Florida, the 3rd largest national park in the U.S.
God, I used to live in Florida, so I should know it, and it's on the tip of my tongue.
The
I'm not-
Everglades?
The Everglades.
That's what I should know. Good
The
job,
only
Vicky.
park I know in Florida.
I'm an idiot, because you're right. That's exactly what I was trying to think of, and I was like, I can't think of the name of the damn
The
thing.
only park I know is Magic Kingdom. or Crap Town.
That shouldn't that be a national park when you think about Disneyland and Disney World? They should be.
Yeah, probably. And then it was the Hydra was a creature known for its many heads. As a many-headed creature, yeah. And then Sarah did get that one correct. Too late, so she didn't win. So congratulations, Steve. You won with 6 correct.
How about that, Steve?
That's right.
Now, I fly a lot. I go about every other weekend, and it's funny how people really feel like flying is a horrible experience to the point that 1 out of 7 Americans feel like they're cursed because of all the bad experiences they have flying. And I fly a lot, and I really don't have any complaints. Now, maybe it's because Alaska's a great airline, or maybe I just don't see these problems as problems because and I fly a lot.
Or maybe you just don't get worked up over it. I always wonder that too sometimes, because I'll see some people complaining about whatever insert service here, whether it be cable, whether it be airlines, and you see people on Twitter, on social media, just flipping out and tagging the company, tagging the airlines. And I haven't, more often than not, I don't remember the last time I had a really bad experience with things to the point where I would want to write, granted I wouldn't write it, but even to the point where I would even consider writing it on social media. But some people seem to have problems all the time with their airlines.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, I think it has to do with the airline. I really do. You and I, when we've traveled Alaska for the most part.
I don't know what I travel. It's only when I'm traveling with you, because you travel Alaska.
Yeah, so
otherwise I don't even know what airline I'm going on when I go back home to New York. When everyone's like, what airline you on? I have to pull out my phone and find the email.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know, man, but just drop me off somewhere near the planes.
Yeah, so how about this, man? 2,000 people, only 2 say, out of the 2,000 people they did in this survey, only 2 of them said they never had a nightmare travel situation. So okay, nightmare. That's a really, really strong word.
The only time I had a nightmare travel situation was once, and it was with you guys, where 2 of us were on a different flight back than the rest of you, but it was like we were within 15 or 20 minutes apart, so we all went back to the to the airport together. And I remember I was so hungover. I was still drunk from the night
I remember
before.
that flight. Yeah, you were destroyed.
Danny, I was so wasted that we checked in. I'm sitting and we're waiting for our flight, and I had a moment of panic going, I never checked my luggage. And then I realized they did it for me, because I just left my luggage when I checked in, and I just kept going.
Yeah, he was so destroyed. We're like, okay, we better get this for him.
Respect. I like that.
So the flight, we get on it. These guys are getting on a different flight, sitting in the airplane. We're coming back from Florida because it was a long flight.
Yeah.
I got to hurl. So I get up, I go to the bathroom and hurl, and I had to clean it because I was not very good at it. So now it's just like my flight is off to a bad start.
Yeah.
Sit and wait and wait and wait. Finally, they say there's a problem with the plane. Everyone needs to get off. 24 hours later, we finally get on a plane to get back to Seattle. And while these guys are already back.
Oh, yeah, we're back
They're
home.
texting us.
We're relaxing, having ourselves a beverage, because, flying back west, you get home around 11, 12 o'clock, so you've got the whole day still.
And it might have been less than 24 hours, but it was close to 24 hours. And then finally,
so awesome.
We're all pissed, obviously. They're like, to make up for the inconvenience, we're going to give you guys all a voucher for a meal. I'm like, sweet. It's like $10.
Yeah.
I get this barbecue burger sandwich, right? And I'm so excited. I'm like, this is good. I'm finally eating something. My stomach can hold something. And as I'm about to bite into it, they put so much damn barbecue sauce on it that the burger slipped out of the bun and it just landed on the dirty airplane floor.
Oh, yeah.
Did you still eat it?
Oh, I ate the bun.
Okay.
No, I didn't eat the burger.
That is so awesome.
There wasn't even a 1 second rule for this. I was like, this is,
No, you never eat anything off the airplane floor.
No. I mean, people
don't.
just milling about. So I was just like, this is just insult to injury. And that was without a doubt the only experience that I had that was bad.
See, now that to me is a nightmare situation.
It was the worst.
Yeah, that I can understand. Delayed flights where it's really, really long delayed. If you've got to sit in the plane for like a couple hours and, and it's just on the tarmac, sure, that's bad. I mean, I can appreciate that.
I think the only one that I had, it didn't even involve being on the plane itself, was I get to the airport, I wait in the long-ass line, I get my tickets, and then I go through the TSA, which that day was super long, and it was to go to Florida to meet up with you guys.
See, Florida, it's cursed.
Yeah, it is. It's really Florida, not the planes.
And I finally get to the TSA agent, and apparently my 2 tickets, because I had to do a layover, one of them didn't say my name. It said somebody else's name.
Nice.
They put in the wrong name. So I had to go back to the original line and wait for another hour, and I missed the flight. And so I missed a whole day to hang out with you guys.
That kind of happened to me. Granted, I didn't miss the flight, but I came really close. They sent me back to the ticket agent to get a new ticket because it had Steve and not Steven on my ticket. Oh. And this TSA person wouldn't let me go through after I waited in line for that security. And they looked at it and said, this doesn't match your ticket.
Oh, God.
And I said, what are you talking about? It's my name. And they said, this says Steve, and your name is Steven on your ID.
Ugh.
Wow.
And I was like, your name tag says John, but you're a douchebag.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A 94-year-old World War II vet named Frank Walsh lives in a retirement home near Portland, Oregon, and recently told somebody about his dream of joining a high school marching band. Wow, 94 years old, and that was his dream.
I thought it was high school marching band, not college, setting the bar low.
A lot of folks thought, okay, this is nuts. I mean, he's got no musical background, doesn't play any instruments. This is going to be a tough dream to do.
Plus, he's kind of 75 years out of the age range.
Yeah, a little out of the demo.
That might have something to do with it, too.
But how about this? The band director at a high school down the street heard about this and said, you know what? I have an idea. We can get Frank in a marching band. He wanted to put him on cymbals, thinking, you know what? He can do the cymbals, at least from a musical standpoint. Unfortunately, because he's 94, these cymbals were too heavy for him.
Oh, wow.
So what they did is they got some lighter cymbals off a drum set, added handles to them, and then they said, hey, Frank, practice these at home. He didn't have to do any marching.
Oh, I bet the people at the retirement home loved that practice session.
Yeah, but then again, a lot of us lose our hearing when we get older, so maybe they didn't even know what was going on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know. I would probably be like, wait, I think I hear something.
Like, great, thanks.
Yeah.
This guy now playing the cymbals.
I know, really, you're right. If there's one sound you can't hear, you probably go, oh, man, I wish I did have no hearing.
Frank.
Yeah.
And him and his cymbals.
Frank. Well, they didn't do any marching. Again, he's 94, but he got to perform with the band on the sidelines at a football game on senior night.
Senior citizen night.
Yeah, ho.
Hey.
He played a lot of songs with them, too. And Frank brought his girlfriend, sat next to him the whole time. Look at 94, he's got a girlfriend. Look at Frankie.
I wonder how old his girlfriend is.
Dude, he's like the high school stud again.
Yep.
Got his girlfriend.
She's a freshman.
Wow.
He's a senior.
Oh, yeah. You know what they say about band camp, so he probably had that going on. He talked to a local reporter before the game, and he was pretty excited about it. He said, quote, I have health, I have love, and now this. Wow, 94, yeah, health and love, and now
love and cymbals.
And he gets to be in a marching band, which was his dream. Here's a little audio. Here's how Frankie did.
That's awesome. I love at one point the girlfriend, she's sitting right next to him with love in her eyes, but at one point puts her fingers in her ears. She's just like, this sucks.
Yeah. Wow. That is something.
Props to the high school for doing that. That'd be kind of a fun thing for the students, and super props to the instructor or the guy that runs the band.
Yeah, exactly, because they heard about it and made a guy's dream come true. 94 years old, got to be in a high school marching band. That is an awesome thing.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Look, when you have a dream, no matter what you're doing in life, we know what it's like, man. The everyday drudgery of having to get up and just consistently do the same tasks over and over again. You know what it's like when you're taking care of kids, you're doing your job. It's that everyday consistency that's so difficult because you got to do it every day. And the people that do that are the real heroes, because that's what keeps anything happening on any level, is that you do the same thing every day that's really mundane. So when you have a dream and get to accomplish it,
yeah,
that's really sweet. That's really sweet. So that's what we want to talk to you about. What is your dream? And you still can't believe the dream you had, you actually got to accomplish it. Or maybe there's a dream you have that you hope you will be able to accomplish. You will be able to realize one day. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Tammy and Lacey. Tammy, you are on the Rock.
Good morning, you beautiful people.
Good morning, you beautiful Tammy.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, when I was a kid, my old man bought a dirt bike for my little brother. And so, I watched him riding and learning, and I thought that I'd be next. So, I asked my old man, I was like, okay, so when's it my turn? And he kind of looked at me and goes, girls don't ride motorcycles.
Oh,
and that was it. Boy. And I was like, wow. So, fast forward, like 2011, I decided, why don't I just learn? So I went, got my endorsement. And then my oldest daughter needed braces. So my first bike was in her mouth. So I actually didn't get my bike until 2013, and I have not stopped riding since. I absolutely love it.
What kind of motorcycle?
I love it. It's one place I can go where I don't have to be or do or say or think anything except just me.
What kind of motorcycle are you riding?
Well, right now it's a little 250 GZ Suzuki, but I've got my Harley up on the blocks in the garage, and that's a long play. It's slowly putting it back together, so my little sporty.
Oh, nice.
But it doesn't matter what you ride, just as long as you ride, and that you do the dream that you have, as insane as it may be, or as impractical, or that's what life's all about. Otherwise, you end up at 94 with regrets, just like the man with wanted to be in the high school band,
And at 94, it's a little easier to hit a couple cymbals than to get on a Harley. So I think, you're absolutely right, man. That's so awesome.
Actually, I got a funny story about that. One of the first rides I ever gave it to anybody was a priest on the back of my bike.
So you said you had
everything. I swear to God.
You had a priest on the back of your bike? Is that what you said?
Yes. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes, I swear to God, it's a true story. I work home health care, so I had a client who was homebound, and he wanted to take communion. So the priest came to the house, but he got lost. So at that day, I had actually ridden into work, and so I said, "Okay, hold on, I'll come find you." And I hopped out on the bike and went riding down the street, like not even a half a block, and there he was. So I said, "Hey, hello, Father." Here I am, full cast out the whole thing. And he starts to walk towards me, and I'm thinking, well, why don't you get in your car and follow me? Instead, he's walking, and I kind of looked at him, and I said, "Do you want to ride, Father?" And he looked at me kind of sideways. He goes, "It's been a long time."
Oh,
said, well,
yeah, hello.
And the guy got on my bike, my little 250, and he's like 6 foot tall, full priest for it was freaking hilarious.
And he's like, awesome. That's what you meant by a ride.
I was going to say, there's a lot of inappropriate jokes to be thrown out there with you want to ride, Father.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Woo! No. You're
priest on the back of the hog. News at 11.
Yeah, really. Oh, that's awesome, Tammy. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Especially when somebody tells you based on your gender you can't do something. Yeah. It's so great when you turn around and go, you know what? I am definitely going to do that.
Just so on your own pops.
Yeah. I mean, though, in Pop's defense, because, I mean, she was in her 40s, that, you just didn't, women weren't riding. You know what? They're on the back of the bike behind their man. That was very, very patriarchal, but that's definitely changed like a lot of things have.
Oh, this person says, after 20 years of bowling, I finally got my dream. My first perfect 300.
Whoa!
Shortly after, getting local sponsorship was incredible.
Oh, yeah, dude.
My dream was to have a threesome, and my wife made it happen on our 10-year wedding anniversary.
And it didn't go wrong.
I think I look back on like what the big dream was as a kid. It was always to play a big rock show, and that was finally fulfilled when I got to jump up there with the guys in Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh yeah.
Because for that moment, I got to experience what it was like to play in a big venue, which is the White River Amphitheater, in front of a ton of people.
Yeah.
And as they're singing, it was just, that was a moment.
I don't know how you did it, because our career has allowed us to at least be in front of a bunch of people before the big band comes on.
Right.
You then go and sit behind the kid. I mean, like, how does Steve do that? I mean, I barely can go, ladies and gentlemen, here they are, the big band.
It was, every nerve that you would think would go on in your body and every moment of just kind of shaking. Yeah, I was terrified. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, but it was a great experience. It was funny because I remember talking with Glenn Cannon from Windowpane, and he also got to be up there on stage with us because it all stemmed from a podcast that we did with Stone Temple Pilots where they offered, which was nuts.
Yeah.
And one of the guys in Stone Temple Pilots looked at him as he put the guitar on, was getting ready to play, and he's like, "Are you nervous?" And Glenn's like, "Nope, been doing this forever. I've been preparing myself for this moment for years." Because Glenn has been very fortunate to tour with Five Finger Death Punch and play in front of very large crowds. I don't know if as large as that crowd was, but still a large crowd. So he's already had that experience. So it was kind of cool for him to be able to look at the guy and go, "Not nervous. I'm ready for this."
You're asking the wrong guy. Go talk to the drummer who needs a new pair of pants.
Who's shaking and might have soiled himself.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric, your stool might need to be replaced.
As it were.
Drum stool. Wow.
Let's talk to Jolene in Renton. Jolene, you are on the rock.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo to Jolene. What's up, girl?
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to be a longshoreman since I was 8 years old, and I just won the longshoreman lottery, passed my physical, and I'm on my way.
Now, there's another gig that somebody would tell a woman back in the day, there's no way you can do this.
I'm a roofer right now. Currently, I work for a roofing company.
Good for you, man. I mean, again...
You said you won the longshoreman lottery. Is there a waiting list to be...
Oh, it's a great job.
Yeah, they call it a lottery for a reason.
Yeah, you get...
I didn't know.
Dude, you get paid.
No, I know that's a great job. I had no idea that there was such a high demand that you had to kind of hope and pray that you get the call.
Yeah, there's people that put their babies' numbers, Social Security numbers, sign them up when they're babies, hoping that maybe by the time they're 18 they can win.
Wow.
And I love it because, again, Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs has talked about how, gigs like that can be so lucrative and people don't know about it. All they want to do is just send their kids off to college to get ridiculous debt for stupid, majors that won't do a thing for them. And yet you've got jobs like this out there that are amazing gigs that you don't have to go to and spend all that money to learn. I mean, it's really fantastic.
Yeah, I told my husband the other day, I said the worst thing I ever did was try to go to college because now I just got debt and no credits. It was a waste of time.
I know, Jolene, and don't feel bad because it
could have been worse. You could have got an STD in college. I hadn't
thought about that. Yeah, good call.
You didn't need to go to college to get that.
Yeah,
no, a lot of people do though.
And Steve, because
I'm 40 years old and I weigh $118. I mean, I'm little, but I'm up there with the guys every day. I'm actually going up on a 40-foot roof right now.
Oh, man. Listen, good for you because there's no way I could do that job.
And congrats on the longshoreman thing.
Yeah, good job, man.
All right. Thank you. Nice talking to you guys. I listen to you every day.
Jolene, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Right back at you, girl. Congratulations. That, again, that's something that, we don't know because we're guys, but women have had to hear for a long time. There's just certain things you can't do. It's a man's thing. So it's always gratifying to hear that, when a woman goes, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. F you, I'm going to get it done. And she got it done.
That's super cool.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.